That leads to huge foreclosures, especially in Texas, where it's the fastest in the country. That leaves like an apocalypse thing
It
aspect of
really
things.
does. And that's what's scary for us because we've already had a couple, like we've got one right now, and I'm arguing with the VA. Boy, I'd love to blast them and Freedom Mortgage because they still want to bulldoze on foreclosure, even though in this particular neighborhood, these new builds were selling for 440 3 years ago. They're worth only 330 now, but they have one jackass appraiser comes in and goes, "Oh, it's worth 460." You go, "What? How did it appreciate in 3 years that way?" And they're just wanting to bulldoze, and we've sent them two other property reports and everything, and they're just not waking up to the fact that they're going to see numerous files in that area just drop off, right? And it's a little scary. I don't think we're ever in '08, Scott, right? It's not going to be an '08 deal, right?
No, no. But we are seeing more distress stuff, and it's finally stuff is starting to shake out. You know, when banks start sending me lists of what they call VA and FHA early buyouts, where they're at lower interest rates, below market rates, so they're losing money on that money. It's sitting in a 3% rates where they were pulling them out of funds and
Yep.
looking to sell that stuff off. That tells you something like that. Not only are banks distressed and lenders distressed, but they've got to get it off the portfolio because they're losing money with rates being at 6%, which would be making versus at 3 or 4
Makes
you
sense.
know, and there's equity in some of these things, but when you talk about new builds like that, where there's not really new equity for a while, with markets dropping, yeah, they're going to end up owning those for a while. They're going to take a loss one way or another.
Hmm.
Sad.
Which you might see more business from that from your side, right? Because I know right now the big guys, Fannie, Freddie, and VA right now have been sort of just blindly foreclosing, and we're like, guys, you're going to end up having to deal with this mess. It's going to start piling up here soon, and I think they're starting to catch on now.